So guys, this is Kazakazu Sound here. This is my worm deck. I built it yesterday at locals. I'm pretty happy with it. Beats every deck except a couple decks. Like it holds its own against Tengu Plants, Six Samurais. The only decks possible that can stop this deck, I would think, is Anti-Meta, Macro. Um, Anti-Meta, Macro. What's that thing called? Maybe Gemini Stun, Counter Fairies, and Burn. Those are the only five decks, but those are decks that people use just to get through by. But yeah, so what was it? It was Antimeta, Macro, Gemini Stun, uh, Burn, and Counter Fairies. And maybe Frog Monarchs, but I haven't tested against Frog Monarchs yet. But against Six Samurais, it holds its own. Tangy Plants, it holds its own. Um, Gladiator Beast, it holds its own. But yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and yeah, let's get on with it. Here we're taking Nanada. This card is too amazing not to run in Worms. Basically, you remove every card on your side of the field and in your graveyard, and to special summon this card. And for each card that was removed, this card's attack is that times 600. So, like, let's say you remove 4, its attack is going to be 4 times 600, which is 24. More than likely, you're going to have, like, maybe 7 or 8 reptiles in your graveyard when you draw this. So that's like 48, 4200. Worm Kings, I run 2 of them because I run 3 Nebulas. It's too beast of a card not to run. Triple Kokotar, or Kartora, whatever that thing is, it's your searcher that searches out Exix. And when you get Exix, you summon it and dump out. You run 3 Exix. You dump out Yagan to special summon it once you dump it. And yeah, and it gets removed if you use the effect. So it's like a Plague Spreader sort of mixed with a Gravekeeper's Guard. Then you have your Lynx. Lynx is your draw power of the deck during each end phase. When this card flipped, during each end phase you draw a card. So let's say it was set, you flip it, and then during the end phase of your end phase you draw a card. During the end phase of your opponent's end phase you draw a card. So that's an instant 3 cards because you draw 1 for your end phase, 1 for your opponent's end phase, and then 1 for your draw phase when it's your turn. Triple Apocalypse. People are I haven't in Worm decks. I haven't seen no one run this. I don't know why. It's an awesome card. It breaks a back row, so it's like a breaker or somewhat of a Raikou. Honest, every single card in this deck is a light, except for the Birdman and the Anadas. I run 2 Birdman. It's the only tuner in the deck, I think. Yeah, and the deck is only 2 tuners, but when you need it, it comes out. And yeah, Garden of Order. Like I said, every card in the deck is light, except for the Birdman and the Nada. So for the most part, you're gonna have 2 lights. This card's effect says if you have 2 or more light monsters on the field, you can special summon it with no cost. So you have an instant 2500 meter. Double Pot of Avarice, because you do get your monsters in the graveyard, fairly fast. So you want to get a way to get them back. And you guys might think that this contradicts with Evil Dragon Anata when it doesn't really contradict itself because you run Burial, so you can put back 3, and the Birdman and the Anata and the Honest and the Guardian, those are 2 other targets. So when you Burial back 3 more targets, you have Pot of Avarice live. Dark staple, Monster Bar staple. Jar of Greed, for some reason, I forgot to take this out while I was playtesting. But while I was playtesting, it was actually working out pretty good, believe it or not. Triple Nebula, because I have 2 Worm Kings, and it's just too amazing not to play. At the end phase, no, they flip all your worms up, so you can play Apocalypse, Krokotaro, your Searcher, Yagan, Lynx if you want to. And then at the end phase, you set them all back face down, and you draw a card for each of them. And then you special summon a level 7 or higher reptile monster. Just too amazing not to run. two offerings of the deities. I would run three if I found a third one, but no one at my locals, not even the store owner, had a third one. I was actually lucky to find these. Another kid had a dual terminal one, but he valued it so high I didn't want it. But two is good enough. Just like in Blackwings, two is fine. So if you guys don't know, Stardust can negate this before it even activates. It says destroy one of your own monsters and destroy two cards your opponent controls. So he can negate that. Well, he can negate anything that destroys. But to let you guys know, if he negates this, the monster your own monster that you wanted to destroy does not get destroyed because it's not a cost. You're destroying your monster. It doesn't say you're tributing. So you keep your monster. Double bottomless trap holes. You have to in this format, especially when priority is about to leave us. That's going to be good. And some people are spreading rumors saying that it's not going to get taken off. So I'm not sure about it yet. But even without the priority ruling being taken away, it's still a good card. Double dimensional prison because stuff needs to get removed. Ends up, yeah. Then your obvious staples, Mirror Force, Trencho, and Solemn Judgment. For your extra deck, you don't really need that much of an extra deck since you only run two tuners. So I have Ancient Fairy Dragon. Ooh, I got this yesterday at Locals. It's Ultimate, and I got it for $1. Pretty good. Black Rose, Thought Ruler Archfiend. This is the Ultimate first set. I got it for $1. But this one is actually for a reason. If you guys can see that, look at that. And then the bottom is just as bad. But it was Ultimate. It was first set. It's a Thought Ruler. So I was like, it's whatever. It's still tournament legal, so I was like, whatever. I just gave him the $1 and I took it. Then Red Dragon Archfiend. You can't go into a level 8. And a lot of people have been setting this format, so if you attack with this and destroy all their back row, their defense position monsters, that's too good. And then a Flame Wheel requires you can go into it, but it's generally hard to do that. But yeah, so that's basically it, you guys. So comment, subscribe, you guys, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the deck. This card, I might be looking for one more, but I'm not sure yet. But it's amazing. So comment, subscribe, you guys. I'll have an updated trade binder later on today because I got some new stuff from Locals. So comment, subscribe, you guys, and hope you guys liked the video, and peace out.